Ladies and gentlemen, um, in our fast paced world, it's easy to get swept away by the urgency of reaching our dreams, expecting immediate results and transformative change in a single dramatic leap. But real change doesn't happen that way. True transformation is a process and unfolding that reveals itself one step at a time, one victory at a time. Small steps, though they may seem insignificant in the moment, are the true architects of lasting change. When we think about transformation, we often picture grand leaps and bold moves, believing that sudden, dramatic actions are what will propel us forward. But in reality, progress is built through consistency and commitment to seemingly small, incremental actions. Each step may appear unimportant on its own, easy to overlook or even dismiss, yet these steps compound over time, creating a powerful momentum that pushes us toward our goals in ways we might never have anticipated. Imagine a drop of water falling on a rock. A single drop on its own appears powerless, incapable of leaving a mark. But when that same drop falls repeatedly over time, it begins to wear down the rock. This process doesn't happen in a moment, a day, or even a year. It's a slow, steady, and almost imperceptible erosion. And yet, it's undeniable. That's the power of small, consistent actions. Each step, no matter how small, chips away at the obstacles in our path, reshaping our lives, our habits, and our sense of self. What seems like a minor effort today, a small decision to choose growth, discipline, or resilience is, in fact, a powerful force when repeated over time. Our minds are often conditioned to seek immediate gratification, craving the quick fix or the instant reward. This mindset can lead us to underestimate the importance of small actions, making it easy to dismiss the power of consistency. But if we look at those who have achieved greatness, we see a different story. Their journeys are often not defined by singular, extraordinary moments, but by countless small decisions, daily routines, and disciplined choices. Each small step was a building block that led them closer to their vision, and each victory, no matter how small, reinforced their belief in what was possible. When we commit to taking small steps every day, we start to see a shift. Our mindset changes, and we begin to trust the process. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of our goals, we focus on the actions we can take right now in this moment. This shift is liberating because it takes the pressure off needing to achieve everything at once. It reminds us that each step matters and that progress is possible every day, even if it's just a tiny, seemingly unnoticeable move forward. Over time, these steps create a compounding effect. Embracing each victory, no matter how small, is an essential part of building the belief that transformation is not only possible, but also happening in real time. These small victories are milestones along the path of growth, each one an affirmation of progress, a reminder that every step forward has purpose. When we achieve something, even if it's a small achievement, it's a proof point, a moment that tells us you're on the right track. Each of these wins solidifies the foundation of self-belief that's so crucial in sustaining long-term change, and in trusting that even the biggest dreams are within reach if we keep moving forward one step at a time. Too often we dismiss these small accomplishments, brushing them aside in our eagerness to reach the larger goal, telling ourselves that they don't count until we've reached the end. Yet, this way of thinking robs us of the momentum and motivation we can gain from celebrating progress. It's in the acknowledgement of these small victories that we begin to rewire our mindset to shift from a focus on how far we have to go to look at how far I've come. This mindset doesn't just change how we feel in the moment, it transforms the journey itself. When we recognize and appreciate our small wins, we are training our brains to seek progress, to focus on growth, and to deepen our belief in our own capability. Think about learning any new skill, whether it's playing a musical instrument, learning a language, or training for a marathon. In each of these pursuits, progress is slow and sometimes feels almost invisible at first. But each practice session, every time you pick up that instrument, study those words, or run that extra mile you are building mastered. Each small victory, a few extra notes learned, a new phrase understood, a faster pace reach gives you a reason to keep going, a tangible piece of evidence that you're not the same person you were yesterday. By celebrating these moments, you're not only boosting your motivation, but also reinforcing the belief that real, lasting change is unfolding right here and now. Each small victory serves as fuel for the next step. It's not just a reward, it's a recognition as is occurring that the effort you're putting in is making a difference. And as these victories accumulate, they build a sense of confidence and self efficacy. The more you acknowledge and celebrate them, the more your mind believes, yes, I can do this. In these moments, the goal transforms from an impossible dream into an achievable reality, each small win making the next one feel even more possible, each victory bridging the gap between where you are and where you want to be. This momentum built victory by victory creates a resilient mindset, one that trusts the process and knows that progress is inevitable as long as you keep moving forward. Focusing on progress, not perfection, is one of the most powerful shifts we can make on the path to success. It's easy to get caught in the trap of thinking that unless something is perfect, it's not good enough. We often set ourselves up for disappointment by believing that we need to have everything figured out, that we need to perform flawlessly, or that we need to hit every target perfectly. But this mindset only creates unnecessary pressure and self doubt, preventing us from truly moving forward. The truth is, progress doesn't require perfection, it requires persistence, consistency, and the willingness to keep going despite imperfections. When we focus on progress, we give ourselves permission to make mistakes, learn, and adjust as we go. This approach releases the need for everything to be perfect before we take action. We begin to understand that each small effort, even if it's not flawless, brings us closer to our goal. Progress is a journey, not a destination, and it's built on the small actions we take every day. By shifting our attention from an unattainable idea of perfection to the real, tangible progress we're making, we begin to appreciate the value in every step forward. And think about a person learning to ride a bike. At first, they may stumble, fall, and struggle to balance. In the beginning, there's nothing perfect about the process. But each time they get back up, each time they try again, they're making progress. They're developing skills, building confidence, and growing into someone who can ride a bike. The key isn't perfection, it's persistence. By focusing on progress, the rider doesn't get discouraged by the falls. Instead, they celebrate each step of improvement, balancing for a little longer, pedaling a bit farther, or making a sharper turn. Over time, they'll master the bike, but only because they stay focused on moving forward one step at a time without worrying about the mistakes along the way. Perfection is a moving target. It's an ideal that doesn't allow room for growth or change because it sets an unrealistic standard. Progress, on the other hand, is something we can measure and recognize at any stage. It's the accumulation of small wins of each action we take toward our goal. When we measure success by progress, we're more likely to stay motivated, more likely to keep going because we're not chasing an unattainable standard. We're celebrating the momentum that's building with every step, every effort, and every small victory. By focusing on progress, we move from a place of fear and self-doubt to one of growth and empowerment, where each day's effort is its own victory, regardless of how perfect the outcome may be. Patience and persistence are perhaps the most powerful allies we can have when it comes to achieving lasting transformation. In a world that often promotes instant gratification, it's easy to get frustrated when progress doesn't come quickly or when results aren't immediate. However, it's crucial to recognize that real change takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. It's the result of consistent, deliberate effort over an extended period. Patience allows us to trust the process, while persistence ensures that we continue even when the path gets difficult or when setbacks occur. When we focus on patience, we release the need for immediate results. We stop measuring success by how quickly we can achieve our goals and instead start valuing the growth we experience along the way. Patience doesn't mean passive waiting. It means remaining active, continuing to move forward, even when the results aren't visible. It means trusting that the effort you're putting in today will bear fruit in time. Without patience, we risk burning out, feeling defeated, or abandoning the journey too soon. The most successful people in the world didn't get to where they are because they rushed through the process. They understood that lasting change required time, and they were willing to give it that time. Persistence is the other side of the coin. It's what keeps us going when we don't see immediate returns. It's the strength to continue pushing forward, even when progress feels slow or invisible. Persistence requires us to embrace the long road, to keep taking steps in the right direction, even if those steps are small. It's about showing up every day, no matter how difficult or frustrating the journey may seem. Persistence builds resilience, and over time, that resilience becomes the foundation of success. The more we persist, the more we train ourselves to overcome obstacles, to keep going when we don't feel like it, and to trust that each step is a step closer to where we want to be. Together, patience and persistence create a powerful combination. They allow us to keep moving forward, to remain focused on our goals, and to understand that true transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's built over time, step by step, with a commitment to stay the course. When we practice patience, we give ourselves the space to grow and evolve. When we practice persistence, we ensure that we continue moving forward even when the journey gets tough. This dual focus on patience and persistence becomes the bedrock of every great achievement, ensuring that no matter how challenging the road ahead may seem, we are equipped to stay the course and reach our destination. Growth is a journey, and each step we take is a powerful affirmation of our potential. Too often, we look at the end goal, the final destination, and feel overwhelmed by the distance between where we are and where we want to be. But it's essential to understand that growth doesn't happen all at once. It's a gradual unfolding. Every single step, every action we take, regardless of how small, contributes to our personal evolution. Each moment of effort, no matter how seemingly insignificant, carries within it the potential to unlock the next level of our capabilities. Every step is part of a larger process that's moving us forward. When we view growth as a journey, we stop focusing solely on the destination. Instead, we begin to appreciate the significance of each phase of the process, from the initial struggles to the moments of breakthrough. There is power in the small victories, the moments where we push ourselves a little further than before, where we learn something new, where we confront and overcome an obstacle. These steps don't just move us closer to our goal, they shape us into the person capable of achieving that goal. As we take each step, we gather wisdom, build strength, and refine our skills, all of which contribute to our overall growth. It's in this continuous progression that we become the person we need to be to achieve the success we seek. The beauty of focusing on the journey rather than just the destination is that it removes the pressure to be perfect or to have it all figured out from the beginning. Growth is messy, it's imperfect, and it's filled with moments of uncertainty. But every step we take is a testament to our willingness to evolve, to improve, and to push through the challenges we encounter along the way. As we embrace the journey, we start to see that each small effort has its own value. We don't need to wait for a major breakthrough or a grand moment of success to feel accomplished. Every step forward is a victory in itself. The key to this journey of growth is understanding that it's not about immediate results, it's about sustained effort over time. As we keep moving, we realize that growth happens through consistent action, not by waiting for the perfect moment or the ideal circumstances. The more we embrace the journey, the more we recognize that we are constantly evolving, becoming more capable, more resilient, and more confident in our ability to achieve whatever we set out to do. It's in the act of continuous movement, step by step, that we tap into our true potential. The path to greatness is built on consistent, intentional movement forward. It's easy to believe that success is something that happens all at once, a sudden moment of achievement that changes everything. We often look at others who have reached the heights of success and imagine that they arrived there through a single monumental action. However, the truth is that greatness is not built in one grand gesture, but through the steady, intentional actions we take every day. Every small step, no matter how insignificant it might seem, contributes to the foundation of success. The consistency in our actions is what creates momentum and drives us forward, even when the results are not immediately apparent. Greatness is not about perfection or flawless execution, it's about showing up day after day, doing the work, and staying committed to the journey. When we consistently take action, we build habits that move us closer to our goals, even when the progress feels slow. The more we show up, the more we reinforce our belief in our ability to achieve, even when faced with challenges. This intentional movement isn't about rushing to the finish line, it's about creating a rhythm, a routine, and a mindset that propels us toward our desired outcome. It's the constant application of effort that over time begins to create the results we seek. One of the most powerful aspects of consistent movement is the ability to learn and adapt. When we take action regularly, we expose ourselves to new experiences, which allows us to adjust and refine our approach. Consistency is not about repeating the same thing over and over without change. It's about moving forward with purpose and learning from each step we take. With every action, we gain insights, we grow, and we become more effective in our pursuit of success. The key to greatness is not avoiding mistakes, but learning from them, making adjustments, and continuing to move forward. Intentional movement also helps us build resilience. The path to greatness is rarely smooth. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt. But when we are committed to consistent action, we develop the mental and emotional resilience needed to face these challenges. With each small step we take, we strengthen our resolve, becoming more capable of handling adversity. Success is not the absence of difficulty, it's the ability to keep moving forward, even when things aren't easy. The more consistently we act, the stronger we become, and the more we reinforce our capacity to overcome obstacles and continue pushing toward our goals. Thank you.